All right. Let's just make sure PlayStation decided to actually let me go live. All right, cool. I think we're good to go. Ooh, my headphones are loud from Warzone. Turn those down a bit. Let's go get a little mini warm up here on some weeklies. Oops, that is the event directory. Just go kill the AI here in whatever car I feel like. Doesn't matter the car, it looks like. Hey, Root, man, what's up? How's it going? How's your Thursday? Going to why? There we go. Before I do this little warm up on the weekly, I'm going to go and share a couple places that I never share. So I never think to do this until after the stream is done. But I'll share a couple spots. Ah, nice, Root. Yeah, on all my alt accounts, I just basically got to where I could get into sport mode, and then I stopped. I kind of feel like going back and rerunning some of them past that, but I haven't, which is all right. I did kind of want to rank up my EMEA account. Maybe I'll do that offline. If I game tonight and don't go live, or oh, you are okay. So that's what you're doing, just to get to sport mode. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. You have to do it every time. It isn't that hard if you have time to just grind it out real quick. You can do it in, I don't know, what does it take, a couple hours. But it's definitely a bit annoying. That's for sure. Anywhere else? I guess I'll share it on bees, I guess. Well, I actually share today since doesn't seem like a lot of people are alive. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. It's I've done it twice too, so yeah. And if I ever get to the point where that's good enough. If I ever get to the point where I can actually switch to streaming on another one, I might start from the beginning on one too, so I might end up with a fourth, who knows. But I just can't with the direct from PlayStation. I know some people have said they can. I don't know if it has to do with my YouTube account. Maybe being like a brand account or something. I don't know. This is going to be the easiest 2 laps you've ever seen. Especially if I take out the AI. I've forgotten this track completely, and it's only like 6 turns. The one thing I kind of would like on my alts, and it's a pain just to get to the sport mode, but I would like to get it to where I can do these weeklies too on it, just because there's a quick cache for the alt accounts, but Like, even if I just ran, like, just this race on the alt account. Hey, Sal. How's it going? If I could just even run just, like, one race on the alt account each week, it's a free 100K every week, basically. But you have to go through all the books to... I think all the books is when it unlocks weekly challenges. I don't know. I was excited about it when I heard about the weekly challenges for alt account. You know, just quick money. And then found out you can't do that. So I'm guessing it must be all the menu books. Oh no, Sal. Sal, this won't make you feel any better, but my wife has it as well. So she is currently working at home upstairs in our bedroom. She's been locked in our bedroom for 2 days now. And the kids and I have been chilling down here just in hopes that none of the rest of us get it. And by that time, she's already been positive for like 3 days. That hopefully by Christmas, we can see people. Yeah, so I've been single dadding it during the evenings. The kids have been negative, so they've been going to school and daycare and stuff. And you too, Root. Dang, I swear, I've heard a lot of people. Sal, I know. So Sal, 3 years ago, like when it was huge. The first Thanksgiving we had, my wife got it, and she confined herself to the basement, which is where my stuff is. I'm in the basement right now. That was tough. My buddies were like, "You should just bring all your stuff upstairs." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have a great setup to be upstairs, like to game and stuff." Yeah, so that was yo, Marley. Hey, if you guys are good, I will share those at some point here. Actually, out there. It sounds like you are. I just saw Discord, so and both of you have been giving praises, so. Yeah, I don't, and it's right. You know, the funny thing, Sal, is it's like it's before it happens, right? Like it's before you have the get-togethers, and all of a sudden you pick it up. Like I haven't left a get-together and gotten sick, but my wife gets sick before the holidays every time. It was a lot of fun, Marley. I'll be honest. Other than the fact that when I had to go back into them, the way PD made this game, how many times I had to go in and out of the loading. Because I accidentally put Spec R stuff on AMG. I'm like, that's not the right car manufacturer even. I just had it in my head from when I did the Sylvia first. Yeah, I'll drop those. I mean, I can maybe even go out and share them during my stream now if you want. Unless you want to do a grand reveal on your own. And then I'll leave it behind the scenes. That's totally cool. And feel free to use the photos and stuff I sent too if you want. I know depending on the angle you might see my name on the above the door for Sugar Shuffles. But yeah. Yeah, because if you guys want to do your own reveal, that's all your guys' stuff. So like, I know I created them, but I got the inspiration from your direction. And I'll for sure be able to do it as soon as I'm done streaming today too, that I can just go and drop them out there. Ooh. Alright, anybody tried that new time trial today? After these little warm-ups and doing a couple weeklies just to get my free credits, I'm gonna probably try out that new TT. It was Group 2, it looked like, so it looks like fun. I never did go back and sugar, sugar, dun, 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 honey, honey. Hey, CC, what's up? We're just doing the usual little warm up here on a Thursday. Not that I've streamed a whole ton, but it feels like I've done a few Thursdays, and every Thursday I kind of do a little warm up on the weeklies. Jump into some TTs, and I'll probably do a daily B or two. I was running real well on the alt, but on my alt, I wasn't hitting the top lobbies. Ah, dang, Sal. Yeah, I just got sober on it. I never went back to it. I streamed, I think that was last Thursday. Yeah, CC, it is. It's Group 2. I don't remember where. If it was Atopolis, I don't remember where. Could have been Atopolis, I'm not sure. Do I really want... How many laps is this one? 6. Do I really want to run dirt on the G29 while live? I don't know, because it is loud. So I might finish that one later. Alright. These ones are always fun, because it's a one make. Normally still not that hard, but I keep it stock a lot of times, keeps it a little bit challenging. Although that was the Samba bus. I never actually went back and finished the Samba bus one. That was a weekly special event challenge. That one was actually somewhat tough. Yeah, I never went back. See, that was... I did have a lot of fun doing that one. I'll be honest. It was... It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I haven't been a huge fan of the Mustang one. I'm getting killed off the bat here. Guys, wait up! Wait for me! Am I shifting way off, or just that I lost the slip right away? I might actually have to adjust the car. Whoop-hoo! Streetcars through there. Boy. Yeah, he's killing me. We all know streetcars aren't my thing, but damn. I don't think I'm catching him. I've already lost 4 seconds on a lap. There's a lot more time not carrying any speed through that corner on the uphill. Well, if you guys wanted to tune into somebody and see them get actually killed by the AI, you're in luck. What? V, what? Did I... Hold on. There isn't more to that. I thought maybe there's more information to that. Why? Why are you trying to break your hand? In the game running into Kyle Rowdy Bush? Alright. We're going to just start from the beginning again real quick, and as soon as they kill me here, either we'll adjust the... I have to buy the car. They're just gone. They're already pulling away. rough. This is ridiculous. Oh, Jesus. V, are you alright? Like, obviously you're here chatting, but like, that was a way more hardcore answer than I thought we were getting when you just said you almost. Yeah. I have to make sure I saw the whole thing too. And I'm getting killed on this anyways. We're not going to keep doing that. That is crazy. Nothing broke. Like when you said I almost broke my hand, that kind of outcome I didn't think was going to be the story. Here, I was just joking that you ran into Rowdy Kyle Busch so hard in the Daily B that your wheel snapped and almost broke your hand. I'm not gonna go buy that right now to soup it up. I just don't have the patience for that. 3 laps. It's a long race. Yesterday was some drama, man. Yesterday was some drama. I don't feel like doing a full strategy race right now either. We're gonna jump into TT. That the Mullet was beefing. While Mullet was beefing, you were in his chat beefing, taking him out. I saw other people. I don't remember if it was in Mullet's chat or I was watching Ganja too. And there's other people that were not happy with Rowdy either. Oh, cool. Well, we might as well. Let's see. Before we go and do that TT, I'm gonna go drop these. Yo, Papa. I'm gonna go. In order to share these liveries, I have to actually go out and get in the right car. That's rough, V. That's. I'd imagine too something that like serious. Oh, I do have the car. I could soup it up. That it might take a little bit if you get all the feeling back in your hand. That it'll probably take a little bit. I assume you can soup this thing up, right? If not, I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff for no reason and probably have to take them off. Where is what? I'm actually confused. Papa, enlighten me of my stupidity. Um, oh, you did. That's wild, V. That you were able to even do that. Just gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, oh, I forgot what I named it. Well, we're shuffling every day. So, Party Rock is in the house tonight. Party Rock is in the house tonight. I'm not going to sing anymore. That was not a good idea. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I had no idea what to name it today. So totally forgot that that's what it was named. Gosh. The wrong race, guys. Wrong race. Can't figure out what I'm doing here. click, 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 click. I was thinking something about Papa's Discord in the Rock. In the Rock coming after me. Oh, I didn't even realize it's the same. There's more than one same car. You can do any of the Honda Civic Type Rs. Whatever. We should be fine now, right? Well, let's see what it has now. If this doesn't do it, then I'm not. I'll do it later. We're gonna go and jump in. I got some. I love how they start out just pulling away from me. I just got to get in a different one, different Honda. Handle's way better. Nope, this will not be a problem anymore. Actually having racing soft tires on it. Game changer. Anyways, yeah, we got some liveries I got to drop out there for Marley and Luke. Oh. Hey. Oh, hey, guys. Should we do this McNaughty style when we were waiting on Tune? That's hilarious. McNaughty and I did this while waiting in Tune's lobby, and both of us off the starting line upshifted like it was a thing that we could do. Alright. We're gonna drop those and work on the TT. I've had enough of these Hondas. Even though that one I can go and... Oh yeah, but it's funny. He just goes, I just upshifted. I'm like, so did I. So did I. It shifting up to first doesn't work when you're in reverse. Let's go get in these. I'm gonna drop these liveries real quick and actually share them out there, and then I'm gonna get into this TT. But as I was saying, I'm actually gonna do a couple things here while sharing this. I need to drop in the chat here real quick. Marley and Luke asked me if I could do a livery for their league, which also is on YouTube. FTRL, which their league is coming up. So I did some team liveries. They got the Sylvia for GR4 and the 2020 AMG for GR3, and took some inspiration from them. And I finally just finished it, and they're cool with me dropping these liveries, so I'm about ready to. This is the league right here, by the way, if you guys haven't seen any of it. So give that a shout. Both Marley and Luke running it. I popped in from time to time in the league, but normally when they're running, I'll be honest, if I do catch something, I catch Marley streaming it. So, but they do a broadcast thing too, kind of like the NRL. So it's worth checking out. Not trying to distract you guys also from NRL, but you know, there are other leagues out there that are also well put together and fun to watch. So give that a shout, and let's jump into the Marley's first. Did I grab Luke's first? I'm gonna drop these and share these real quick. They're already finished, so basically just have to. All right, V. Well, I'll try to entertain you as best as possible. We will get back to racing here real quick. Well, running cars, kind of quickly. I'm excited. I'm excited that I think that TT is a Group 2, which could be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Yeah, it is still going to be that warm. I remember looking. It's got to be the beginning of the week, and I saw it was going to be super warm. 50 is ridiculous. Just ridiculous for this time. So, anyways, Marley, I know you. I just saw you in chat, so you'd be able to find it. All of them with sugar shuffles or FTRL, and then I'm going to, as the last one, do yours will be Marley Diesel, and the other one will be under Luke. So yeah, but you can find all. You'll be able to find all four under Sugar Shuffles under my gallery or FTRL, whatever. This is how I'll share all of them. So, and they'll be out there in a few minutes. You guys will. Marley, you'll see that they're live. So, actually, to do those pictures that I sent you and Luke in Discord, I actually went and purchased a second of both cars. Because otherwise, you can't just be like, I want two of the same car with a different livery in a photo. Like, it's so stupid you can't. But, like, I'm like, I mean, what's maybe 70,000 it costs? I don't even know. Yeah, I like the way they turned out. Off of the silk cut, just, inspiration, but switching them up. Henry, how goes it? Make sure I don't screw something up this time. Henry, how you doing today? Sorry, we were just dropping some. Also, I didn't share it, but make sure you. I'll have to jump in there too. If you don't already, make sure you sub to Marley and Luke too. Always good fun. Always good fun jumping in there. Let's see. What is exactly? It's just his. It is just L. Clark on there. I just want to make sure it's matching what he has. Clark with an E. That was absolutely hilarious. Whoops. That it was missed. All right. Hey, Jimmy. Been a minute. Thanks for stopping in, man. How are you? To keep making sure I ain't screwing up any of these. I'm just gonna put Luke for this. I mean, Luke will be able to find it under FTRL or Sugar Shuffles, anyways. Let's put the last one as Luke, I guess. I don't want to make it too complicated, too long. You guys will find them under the easy tags, or just go to my gallery. All right, 2 Sylvias left, and then I swear I will get back into turning left and right on this new TT that I haven't watched anybody run yet. I haven't watched anybody do it yet, so it'll be interesting. This one's silver, yep. Yeah, I also like the switch up when Luke Luke messaged me and said he was like, "What do you think about changing the background to white instead of silver on his, just to give it a little bit different change too, other than obviously the you guys' rig stuff. That you guys are on different wheels and rigs, um, which is kind of cool because then I switched it and instead of the chrome with the half matte, I just did full gloss decals, which is kind of cool. So, anyways, so much easier when it pops it in there for you. Anyways, anybody? We've had some more new people jump in here. Anybody run this TT yet? I know. CC hasn't since he didn't even know a new one dropped yet. Uh, Anybody else though? Um, yeah, but Shaggy, when you say stuff like that, I'm not actually always sure if it is or not. How's it going, Shaggy? I'm not always sure if it is or not when you say that. Although a lot of times group cars are, at least for me, easier than street cars because I just not a street car person. I'm not fast in them. I like driving them when because it's different. I don't like driving them when I actually have to beat something. But with being a group two and it's a TT, so you don't have to worry about the dreaded dirty air. Hope that doesn't hurt anybody's feelings. Gold in 2 laps. Okay. So then, Shaggy, if you did it in 2 laps, then maybe it is possible. I don't know. I don't get gold very often. I'll probably just be shooting for a silver again. Party Rock is in the house tonight. I said I wasn't going to sing anymore. This is all your fault, chat. It's all your fault. I should be multitasking here of things I wanted to do, but oh, God, this is what happens when I get out of chat. Were you just hopping off, Marley? Did I see that? If so, thank you for stopping in. And yeah, these will be out there. These will be out there for you guys, so you can finally jump in them. I think that was the last one, right? That was number 4. Um, oh, it's the short layout, Shaggy. Here, just because we're on them, I don't really mind anybody. Obviously, it has to be a mod that shares it, but anybody sharing, because obviously a lot of people here stream. We're all part of the same groups, but I am sharing Luke's and Marley's just because we happen to be on them. But mods, if anybody, you know, whoops, if anybody happens to ask and them that we're not just gonna spam random people asking, um, I'm totally cool with it. But I am gonna share Luke and Marley right now just because we're on something that has to do with their league coming up and these liveries I made for them. But I don't mind. I mean, CC, you can. Yeah, if you want to share Marley so I can stop looking through my stuff, go for it. That would be great, CC. Uh, I lose my concentration. You guys would rather see me doing something than looking for their links. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, new tracks. VGB is VC is good. All right, later, Marley. Thank you so much for stopping in. I did share all four. What's Jesus? People are just on it already. Apparently, got some ideas coming up here for getting some mental health awareness liveries out there. These are some of my own decals that I have put together. Well, I mean, they're not my decal. They're decals I put together in Inkscape. They obviously came from the internet, but yeah, we're gonna work on some of that stuff coming up here soon too. I have like 5 million things when it comes to liveries. I love doing liveries, but I also like actually racing. So it gets tough. Like there's people I want to do stuff for and just surprise them, and just finding the time. Like I did the Marley and Luke thing pretty quickly, but they have a league coming up, and I was really interested in doing it. If there's some kind of time constraint, hey Luke, no problem, man. It is fun, especially doing stuff for some people. It makes me create extra things. What are people using here? Things that aren't my normal. A lot of NSXs. Shaggy in the non-NSX. We'll try the NSX first. It kind of gets me out of my, like, hey, Jackhammer, how is it going? Thank you so much for stopping in. It kind of gets me out of my comfort zone a little bit when it comes to liveries. Because, like, Marley's first idea was the silk cut. Like, he didn't say, like, he wanted a replica on the car. I asked if he had anything he had in mind, and that was the inspiration. And it's kind of fun working off of that. I'm going to forget this, but 30.9. Oh, it's not a top of the list. It's not one of my better tracks, but it's all right. Shaky's like, I can't use the WRX here. You can take that way faster. I'm sure you can with high downforce. But the fun thing is seeing where my lap one is compared to where we finish later. If it's anything like that Bugatti, oh boy, there's a big difference. I forgot we are not doing the non-chicane. I mean, we almost... What? Wait a second. We are doing the non-chicane. That's... Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Bill. It's Shaggy. Shaggy, you did. But after I braked for it, turned in, and then missed the turn, I still missed the part of the track I thought I was going to run. Oh, that's not a good T1, but it doesn't matter. Oh, boy. Whoopsies. A little better. It still can take that way quicker. And that too. That was so bad. I still can't believe I did that. Alright, we almost never run this version, so... Nope, that's not how you take it. It doesn't matter what version it is, I wasn't going to get that right on the first lap. This whole lap has been bad. Come on. But Shaggy, that would include actually hitting some of these apexes. And that first lap, I maybe hit half an apex. Was it really... Was it 30.9? I actually looked at the beginning and... I mean, Shaggy, I think I was being generous with myself, to be honest, with hitting half. So I'm not sure if I actually hit half. Too wide. Damn it. A little more. This whole back half of the lap has so much time left. This is my least favorite part of the track, in general anyways. I just never can get the flow there. But was it really 30.9, guys? Am I going crazy? The fact that we're running this poorly, I know neither one of these laps have counted. But we're already beyond it if I can just stop taking corners like a loser. Should just upshift to the third. Definitely could still take that faster. Alright, Shaggy's right. What's gold time here? Because we ain't running well. And that's an easy silver time? Like, that wasn't even a good lap. I mean, in my opinion, there's a lot of little mistakes in there. That was deep. Since we absolutely killed that, I gotta see now. Now that I'm pretty sure it was 30.9 was silver. $30.9 silver, 29.2. Shaggy. Alright. I trust. Shaggy, let me apologize. Let me apologize when I first laughed. Because it was you saying it was a easy time trial. I'm sorry. Maybe it is. That was my first clean lap. I took 3 laps, and I technically didn't get to gold in 3 laps. Like, you got it in 2. But it was also technically my first clean lap. 3 laps, 1 clean lap, and we're almost at gold. Hey, Cole. All right, well, we got to keep at this then. I might be able to get a somewhat safe gold time. Maybe. I would assume so. Don't touch the curbs. Yeah, I would think, Shaggy, since I've only had 1 clean lap, I'm not going to make big chunks anymore, probably, but some tenths here or there, I would say. Oh, man, CC, it's... Sorry to hear that. I've had a lot of that this year, so... thank you so much for stopping in. I hope everything goes well there. And my condolences, because I don't know who it's for, you know, how you're connected, but I mean that really doesn't matter. All hits close to the same. So, anyways, take care. Thank you for stopping in, and you know, try to enjoy what you can. Obviously, there. Not turning in here as hard as I can. Oh, well, I mean, not that it's ever good to hear, CC, but, you know. That was bad. I mean, at least that's the positive. At the end of the day, that's what any of us can ask for. Anyways, take care. Thank you so much, CC. Alright, what was this little, felt bad. Yeah, I mean, obviously none of them are ever easy, right? But at least when you, I mean, it helps having a little bit of assurance that they had a long life with many memories that they'll keep, hopefully, and you'll keep with you. Yeah, I can take that way more aggressive. I just... Section was garbage. Alright, at least we have a better baseline now. With my time down there. That one wasn't gold. That was off my previous crappy lap. I thought the same thing at first, and it actually felt like a nice lap too, so it helped. But yeah, it was because I backed out based on the 130 lap. Took that way better last time. Well, I had a better entry. Gotta get to a spot that trusts the downforce there. Gosh. That sector kills me. we're getting there. We're getting back. Baby, come back. Dang it. That ain't it. Gotta turn in better there. Don't like the curbs. Doesn't like the curbs. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, well there's definitely no spots to pick up there on the last sector. I have to hit those spots, but they're there. I forgot what gold was already again. Why am I so bad at that? Too wide. This entry's gonna get... Dang it. Come out of that long sweeper. Too wide. It ruins my next entry, which then ruins my exit to the long straight. My chat's going crazy, so if I've missed anything, I am sorry. Oh, hey, buddy. I did miss something. Buddy joined in. Sorry that I missed you, if you've been hanging out that long. My chat was going crazy for a little bit here. That's too deep. We're going to run it, though. We need to practice in some of these high-speed, high downforce corners that I have to trust that I missed. That's right. We need Sector 3 help anyway, so we're going to keep running it. How are you today, buddy? Have you learned any Inkscape yet? I know you said you had a lot of learning to do. Chat's going crazy, and I feel like I've definitely missed messages over time here. So I apologize to anybody if I've missed you. Hey, Joe! Like, my chat's going crazy, and, like, the only way I'm catching is looking at my phone. I'm missing Shaggy talking to me, too. All I keep seeing is old messages up there. How you been, Joe? It has been a little bit, I feel like. I think part of it is I haven't gotten into as many... Dang it! Papa streams as normal. How'd I still come out of that better? I didn't carry any speed through there. Just upshift to third. You'll be more stable. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the same thing, Shaggy. I'm reading your... I got the Papa Mountain Dew today, which isn't very normal for me. I mean, I love Mountain Dew, but we tend to not have it in the house, so I won't drink it. I do think you're right that it's going to be needing to be in the 28s, I would assume, at least by the end of this TT. That's my guess. I think it was 29. I was really close. I think I might be at it or need to get a little bit off. But I think you're going to need to be in the 28s for sure. I think you're right. I hate that turn so much. Car just gets so light. Curbs scare me. Decent exit there, and we would have been close to our time, I think. I screwed up that exit. Oh yeah. 4-day weekend. 4. I have off myself today and tomorrow. And then I got some days off next week too. Shoot. This is TT, buddy. It's the new time trial. Bugatti one just finished. That is a terrible setup for my first lap. Does any brake balance help here to rotate at all? I mean, I don't know. A lot of it is just... I just have to hit every corner right for me. Yeah, new TT. New time trial on Thursdays. Oh, we can't even. All right, Shaggy. I didn't even check. That turn's just scaring me now. That was garbage. Dang. All right, well, it was easy to get here. It was easy to get here. Yeah, that's not the ultra. All of the track you meant. Neither's that. I'm not even sure, buddy. I'm pretty sure I'm right around the goldish time, which is going to get better. I'm not even sure if I'm in goal, but it's really close. Thanks, Cole. Cole's got it. So weary right there. Too early. Gonna rotate enough. Dang it. I was right on that time too, and I knew it. Could have got a good exit. Alright, good luck, Cole. I would try another car, but I think that I still have time in here. I mean, I know I still have time left in this car. Oops, not exit. Just want to retry. Hey, Viking, how is it going? Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Oh, I turned in late there. Hang on. Hopefully you got some good sleep. No, that's not always a given, so... Oh, I should have got back on third earlier. Oh. That stuff. What is it with the weather when is it like when it's humid, dry, what? That ain't good. The rain, alright. It's so close, like... It's crazy I hit the spot I did to where I just cannot gain on it. Did not mean to uptrip the fourth there. Like, how I got to that quick. Normally I have to knock off tenths. Normally I'd knock off a little bit by now. I guess it's high downforce group 2. You kind of get to your spot maybe quicker. That's bad. Turn in lane again. Just have to accelerate out of there if you keep turning in late like that. Gotta remember to try to just do the double up trip to third there, see if that helps. Ooh, just loose a teeny little bit at curb, just a little bit. Wait, the dailies are out there, and didn't you put them out there earlier? I think the dailies are out there, but Viking, this is actually the new time trial that just dropped out today. Yeah, it's a secret shortcut. You can just jump to the straight. It's like the super secret Rainbow Road jump. You know, I just missed the jump, Shaky. That's all. But if I showed it on stream, everybody would know. You know, everybody, because I have a following like Rory. The world would know. I could just be more confident accelerating out of there. I'm trying the same shortcut against Shaggy. Alright, yeah, Shaggy did put it in there before. That was it, though. There was some more time there. If I would stop... Now I'm going to do that every lap. God, I was reading V's comment. Okay. Although I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'd rather not have the Group 2s here, but I would not mind a Group 2 race. You won't hear me out here complaining about dirty air or anything. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit. I feel like we have to have a Group 1 or 2 coming eventually here. Or exit. Gosh! Now I just gotta tidy up the back. Starting to get Sector 1 better. Although I haven't been nailing turn 1. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. But in all seriousness, yes, I'm also ready. Although I did say earlier, my wife has COVID. She's been she locked herself away in our room. It's been a couple days now, so we're hoping she feels better. She can be in there long enough before our Christmas events. I am not paying attention right now. Doesn't matter, this lap sucks. So, and the rest of us don't get it. So I'm ready for Christmas, but I'm just hopeful that by her locking herself away and us, or myself and the girls, kind of just being away, they don't get sick, and we're able to go out and do stuff. We've had Thanksgiving like that unexpectedly, so you figure it out, you make new plans, you make it work. Right now we're still hopeful. She's had it. She's been positive for like bad 3 or 4 days. So as long as she's feeling well by the time Christmas rolls around and none of the rest of us are sick, that was freaking me. We should be okay. I hope. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, luckily she's been, like, she's just, you know, it's just a sick, you know, she's just sick. Just runny nose, slight sore throat, nothing serious. It's just trying to keep the rest of us healthy, you know. Mostly for the girls, so they can still have their Christmas with the grandparents and aunts and uncles. And thanks, Viking. Yeah, so I've been locked up. I mean, I haven't been locked up because I get 2 floors compared to she gets 1 room, but yeah, Thanksgiving of 2020, she also had COVID. And we had to stay home. But I made a whole Thanksgiving meal while taking care of the girls. Proud dad and husband moment, you know? The turkey wasn't terrible. I won't say it was amazing. Dang it, that sucked. But we had to, yeah, cancel all the plans and stuff. Dang it. Look, I'm having a tough time finding that point of pushing more. Like, I'm at like a comfortable spot. If it was a daily, I'd be really, like, decently comfortable with my pace. But there's still more on the edge. It's like I cannot NSX. Hang on. Yeah, and NSX. I just took what a lot of the top times had. Well, all my friends, I didn't even, not knowing now, I didn't even look at the actual. I didn't look at the full leaderboard. Thinking about it now, I only look at what the friends were using. I mean, that's normally enough. It's normally enough of a sample size to just look at the friends list. But I just realized I didn't look at the world list. There we go. There's 28s. I still don't know if that's going to be saved. Not that I care that much. Oh, I'm going to look at this chat real quick, make sure I didn't miss too much of you guys talking back and forth. V, by the way, I did say thank you for the wishes. I'm not sure if I actually said it directly to you, though, and you caught that, but... Yeah, V, so I thought I saw the same thing for New Year's in Daily C. I forgot the name of the track, but yeah, that huge track. And my first thought was the same thing. Maybe we're gonna get Group 1 or 2. It would make sense. I hope. So that's by about 0.4-ish. I don't know if that's gonna be enough or not. But hey, we're at gold right now, so that's kind of cool. Shaggy's got 310. Root. Well, hey, Root, you're still with us. You're still here. I don't mean just like with us in the chat, but you're still here. You didn't pass out or anything from doing those. A lot of NSXs. 1 o'clock. Well, that ain't too bad. What was my time on this? The Mustang. Hated doing this one, though. I like Deep Forest. Yeah, I stopped at a silver. What was that? 49.5. 49.0. That's... We're going to give it one more go. I don't like running this car. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Yeah, Viking. Don't really like it either. That's why I just stopped at the bronze. Hey, Jack. How's it going? How are you? Thank you for stopping back in. Yeah, I ran this on my last stream. I think I got to the bronze and I was just like, nah, I ain't running any more of it. Actually, I don't know if I should be running this right now because I do plan on jumping in Daily B. And this might mess me up some. I already don't want to do it. Oh, thank you, Jack. I may not even complete a lap before giving up on this thing today. I may not even finish a lap. I may not finish, like, getting to turn 1. I think I'd rather go TT for daily B a little bit before I jump in daily B than this. Yeah, I definitely think that's what I'm doing. I'm already upset with this. This is what happens when you run a... I was better with this last time, and that was when I just first ran it, and I always forget it's a 4-banger. It's just 4 gears. I've had a whole week now, though, on daily C. Or daily B, I mean. I can't run this thing. Slow and steady, and it needs to be a lot of brakes in the straight, too. I stepped up, so we're just going to go TT for daily B. I do want to get some daily B action going in here. Oh, so let's go TT, see if I can shave off a little bit of time on this account. I can't be bothered with doing that any longer than that. Oh, I didn't mean to back all the way out of sport. All right, we're just gonna TT for now, though. I wanna try to put. I haven't really grinded. Oops, I gotta change my car. I haven't really grinded this a ton. Yeah, hey Jack, you just missed it. I got out of that TT. I got gold on it right now, so I jumped out. I got gold by like 4/10, probably a little under 4 if you actually do the math. It's probably like 3/8 something. I didn't look, but not exact, not all the way 4. But yeah, we just checked that out. My times are basically identical on my, although that was in the 4GT and that was in the 911. Papa and the RCZ. I haven't checked that out. Joe's still here in 911. Dang, I can't even imagine 26s. All right, we're gonna try to grind this a little bit though. I haven't grinded this a lot. I put in pretty minimal time. I've ran the race on my alt a lot, but I didn't take enough time in the qualifying. I set an okay time, and I don't even know if I'm gonna touch that time. But what I told myself Monday is I wanted a 27, and look at that, I barely got 27 and I gave up. So we're gonna try to push a little bit here. And I'll probably still run a daily B or 2 even if I don't better it, but if I get top split lobbies, this is not gonna be a great starting spot. Quality time. So it's just going to kill my DR. Mislap, ain't it? Yeah, Jack, I don't even know what I'd run in the vet. Way worse than that. Yeah, like this time, so my alt has basically this time. And, last night I was running, but it wasn't top split. I was running against B drivers. If you run it this time during the day, no matter where your A is, you're basically getting stuck with top split. And in that split, this time is not... I mean, I was starting like 9th on Monday, so I can only imagine where I'd start now. F. But on my alt, last night I was running against a lot of Bs. And I actually started pole in a race, which I haven't started pole in a race in forever, and I gotta stop talking and trying to push. Jack. You might be onto something there. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I just feel like even when I hit that corner well, that wasn't it. But like when I do roll through that, I still feel like I lose time to people. Probably should watch some people's ghosts to see how they're actually taking it and rolling through there. Yeah, I mean, Jack, you never know. Maybe if you knock one out of the park. No, knock one out of the park, you know. You're starting up front. Deep. Ah, hang on. No, I don't even know where that 1 second came from. Nice, Viking. Yeah, I got a win on the alt last night, which even on the alt, I haven't had a win in forever. Like, it's been a long time, I feel like. Check, I'm gonna read that after this lap. I don't have the chat reader on, and it was longer. I saw it was a question and answer stuff about the livery. I want to make sure I see the whole thing, though. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll read it now. I don't know yet. Kind of, to be honest, Jack, a little bit of it. I'm gonna finish this lap so I get a better start on my next one. A lot of it ends up, depending on how well I like the dailies and other stuff. But I definitely am keeping doing Q&A stuff in the in the arsenal of live streams, because it was a lot of fun, especially because I kind of did one start to finish, which technically I didn't get all the way through that livery, right? I got really close. But I definitely did that in a week where I didn't want to touch dailies. I think that's the hardest part for me as a person who loves creating liveries and putting a lot of time into it, and also trying to stream some, is oh, Vikings, you know what I should do? I'm not going to do a full Q&A, but I might jump out of here. And go touch on that fade question just real quick. But yeah, that's the tough part, is like, I also really, you know, I love doing liveries, and like, probably better at liveries than I am at racing. But I really like racing too, so like it gets hard to find the time to do everything, you know? Yeah, Viking, if you're going to be here for a little bit, I'll probably jump out. I'm going to definitely do it before I jump in a race. I just wasn't sure what this lap was going to be like, but it's okay. It's not going to be much better. Yeah, I'll jump out here shortly. I want to try to get in a focus and see what I can do. Now that I've had a few laps, that's not great. Still like a half second short. Terrible. It's not the rhythm. I'm not in the rhythm I was in last night. We'll go on. I'll just go start a... I'm not going to do a livery, but we'll go into... I'll just put a blank slate on a car real quick. Actually, Viking, I'm not sure. I haven't done too much looking into any of that on my own, so so I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in chat knows, but let's see. Livery editor, create new. I'll slow down once I get to... Once I get there. Okay. So I know the only thing about the Q&A livery thing is that I know things are a little delayed. So since we're really only going to kind of just look at this one fade thing. So I'll try to keep it slow, and then you can ask any questions. So yeah, fade. We'll just the first thing I do when I'm thinking about fades, and we'll do the fade I did on that car, which is probably a little more difficult than some of the other fades I do at lining up. So we look at the harder of the two because of the way bodies sometimes are. Sometimes they suck. So when you go in to putting a decal on, and we're sitting here at the screen, I always make sure to select the camera and make sure you're right at the car, either left or right. You can start on either side, but that makes sure that when we do this whole depth thing and angle thing where it's supposed to be kind of matching the other side, it makes sure you're looking right at it. If you go into it and you go like this all of a sudden, now it's going to play with the depth, and that's why it's not going to line up. Because it's going to go, your depth is going to go straight down to the other side of the car. So that's the first key. Make sure I always work on the left first, so I'm just always grabbing left. And I make sure not to go up or down. Because then it's not going to go match up perfectly. So let's go grab a fade. Whoops, it's in preset decals. Shape 2. Road cars you can grab left or right? So it's going to be the same where you want it. So we had it left. We haven't moved the camera at all. Yeah, I would do the same with road cars, Jack. I don't do a lot of road cars, to be honest, but they have the same. It's the same premise. You want to be looking right at it and not go up or down when we're doing this specific thing. So we have our fade. We want to change the projection type to align with camera, because that's just going to keep everything literally straight across your TV screen, say, or your monitor. If you use surface, it kind of flows a little more with the car. and that can create wonkiness too when you're doing stuff with matching up. I don't change this for all decals, but we're just talking about fades here. I and anything you want to project straight onto the other side of the car. So align with camera. We want to do limit angle all the way up to 10 and limit depth all the way up to 10. The angles, obviously, the different angles of the car. It's good to have that all the way up so the different weird angles, it won't cut off weird. The limit depth is what is going to transpose it all the way across the car in this case. So again, this is just with fades or stuff like that specifically. You want to go plus 10, plus 10. In this case, I want to... Well, that'll flip the wrong way. I'm actually going to have to rotate it, but... Because none of the flip options here, none of these flip options will give me... I want to go like dark on top down to gold. And there's no like rotate. I wish there was a rotate 90. So I could just rotate this exactly 90. I'll show you how we do rotate 90. But I wish you could rotate, just, pick it on my screen. So we're going to go into the edit decal here where you can turn stuff. And with the R2 L2s, we're going to rotate it to 90. You see over on the side it has 0 degree. We'll rotate it so it's 90. Just to have it straight. Although I think you could technically... Let's do this for just as a test to make sure stuff lines up. We're going to just pick any degree. Maybe you like the flow better on the Porsche with it angled. You don't want to do something straight across at 90. You can do any degree of this. We're going to go just this random degree. And then we're going to change our scale by modifying. So holding L1. Yeah, that is true, Sal. Once it has been placed, you can move around. So Sal's right. Like right now, I could move around the camera. But yeah, just for when you pick it, make sure you don't move the camera around because it'll make it all funky. Anyways, hold L1, and then we'll use the right thumbstick in this case to lengthen it, just so I can show Viking them coming together. And so I'm pressing up to make it go the long ways, and I'm just making it very, very large. So because we did the depth and everything, it's matching up exactly. And it's on both sides because it went to the other side. So that's basically how you're going to do a fade and line it up going straight across this way. So I tried to go through that slowly, Viking. But if you still have questions, I know you're there. Ask away. Because, yeah, I will still answer them. I just know this is one of the things you really wanted to see slowed down. I'll say, while waiting on you, is like, that's just so like, obviously you want to do dark on top. Here, how about this? We'll go from the start here. I'm just going to do it opposite. So we're going to go in and add the layer. Again, go to your select camera and just make sure while we're selecting a decal that you're looking right at the car on the left. We can go and select our decal. And again, you can pick any degree you really want to line up by, let me back up here, by going into the edit decal square guy. And then with your L2 R2s, you're, rotating this in a circle. And then with holding L1, which is the modify. Yes, Jack. um, Holding the modify, you can hold L1 and then scale with your right stick, and you can scale either way, up, down, or so. In this case, we want to go. I mean, you can make this thinner, and then just I'm going holding L1, and I'm just holding up on. Oh, I forgot the one key part. And you can do this after, like right here. You see, I screwed up by not changing the surface, the projection type. If you forget to do it right away, like, and all of a sudden you see and you get over there and you didn't change the surface camera, or you didn't change to align with camera, and you didn't change these, you can do it after. You're gonna see you're gonna be like, oh crap, I screwed up. I do that all the time. Don't worry. So you can switch that. But anyways, we're back here with the holding L1. We scaled it, and when you do it this way, I could keep holding up here. Look at how big that scale is getting up there in the upper right. It's not gonna matter. It's lining up perfect, so it doesn't matter. So just go as big as you think it need. Like, make sure it matches and hits, and once it hits, then you can stop. But now we have this. If you wanted to leave a cool gold trim in here between the two, you could. If you wanted to come down here and move, match it up. Now you have like this just fade in the middle. You can. You can move that anywhere. You could. What I do a lot is I have a lot where I just do one fade, and I'll do a black block for the rest of the car, right? You could do the same thing I just did. I mean, we could put a black block in between. Add layer. Let's do a shape. Do not forget to do the line thing to the left. Since we haven't moved the camera at all, I wasn't worried about it. Align with camera. Do your angles up. Do your depth up. I saw a question from somebody who popped in. I will get to that in a second here, if I can answer. I don't think it had to do with liveries, but that doesn't matter. And this time I had to hold. I'm holding L1 to modify again, but the scale is different. But yeah, what Sal was saying before in chat is he was mentioning once the decal is placed, when you are perfectly here on the left side, once it's placed and you're on the screen, you can turn and look around at it. It doesn't screw it up, right? It's just when you place it. When you place it, you really want to make sure you're on left or right and looking directly at it. Because if you just think about what you want to think about, maybe it'll make sense in your head. This is the way it makes sense in my head, and I know everybody's different. The way I think about the depth and why it works this way is you want to be looking right at it it's going straight through the car. Like, just think of it, instead of a flat decal, you were creating it to be like a box to go through it, kind of, right? And that's why the depth works and why you want to be straight. If before you press the decal, you're up here, it's going to go straight down, and you're going to have one decal towards the top of the door and one at the bottom of the door. It's not going to work that way. So there, you got a little bit thicker of an area. I'm just going to grab my phone, see if I missed anything. Nicholas. Menu 45 completed, but didn't receive menu 46. I'm not sure. 46 is an extra one, right? Honestly, I'm not sure. And it's all the way done. You got, I don't remember what the last one is, but got thirds or better, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, that's true too. And Joe, actually, what was funny? So Viking asked to do it again. In my head, what I was going to do before that, but he wanted to see it again, was, and we'll do that way too. We talked about this in the video, and I wasn't going to go into a whole livery thing, but Viking had asked me in his stream, and so I wanted to show him the fade stuff. But we did talk about this in the my last stream too. And Joe brought up a good point. What I was going to do with this, I forgot how much talking. Yeah, L1 Viking. What I was going to do with this is I was going to dupe and flip horizontally and move it up. But Viking wanted to see it again, so I went over it again. But yeah, that's another thing. And we did go over a lot of dupe and replace stuff. And I brought, because you brought that point up, that it's definitely a very helpful decal, especially beginning levels and such, to really do that. Same with that black block too, Joe. Obviously, you know, I could dupe and replace too. Do a replace and add it in so then you know the angle's correct, right? But anyways, that's that. I will be honest, sometimes when I mess around with, we'll choose left again here. We'll grab just another fade and we'll just angle it. When stretching, so when I'm holding L1, I'm using the right stick. D-pad won't move it at all, so you'll remember that, because if you try while holding L1, you'll know. So like while you're holding L1, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you have the L, and that's the L, supposed to be the L stick, is to skew, and the R stick is to scale. To scale it without keeping the ratio, because like if you don't hold L1, obviously basically everybody knows the right stick will change the size, but this is keeping the scaling. So it's always a square, right? Holding L1 doesn't keep your ratio anymore, so now you can stretch either way. And that skew you can use too on other decals, but that's going to be more as you get into stuff, and maybe feel more comfortable. With the skew, you're going to skew your box in different ways, right? So if you go, I always forget which skew is which, so I get really pissed off all the time. I forget which is up and which is down. And when you rotate them, it also, I'm just talking, but people who have done this a lot probably know. So this, using the left stick, now I'm just skewing that angle, right? But if you're going the whole way down the car, you don't have to worry. But say you wanted to stop something randomly here and have these clean angles, you could use that. It's keeping one way, the fade the same, but it's just changing your angle of your box. That was up or down. You also have, let's pretend this is a perfect square. It's not anymore. You also have left or right skew, which is changing your other. But you probably don't have to worry about that right away. But I know you've talked about you're creative. You want to learn this stuff because you want to be able to create. Just keep that in mind the more you go, that you can play with the left stick too for certain things. And this goes for every single decal you use. So when you see decals out there that you want to use, don't just think of them the way they are. Think of, well, what could that be if I was going to skew stuff, if I was going to scale it different, if I was going to stretch it. Some of them obviously look ugly if you stretch them. It's not the way they're supposed to work. Some of them, though, you find really cool creative things to do with them. But the reason I started doing this is, I'm just going to start over. what I hate the most. Never mind, it worked. Sometimes I forget to do it. Like if I'm doing a fade this way, and I'll forget to do the trick we've basically been talking about. And I get, yeah, Viking. You can do it with word decals too. So yeah, anything you see, like you can. It's just, so with word decals, sometimes, you know, they'll look funky if you stretch them too much. But sometimes with word decals, they can look cool using the holding L1 and using the left stick to skew. You know, sometimes they look, you know, you get a skew in there that you're turning them. Yeah. What is a? Oh. I just finally went back and yeah, and I mean Jack's right. You can make some word decals look better stretched too. It just all depends. Obviously, again, it's like an artistic thing too, in a style. It's funny, Sal, if you're still here. I saw your comment earlier, but I just been talking about other stuff people have been asking. But I had watched your streams and like you were going in, not your streams, your videos on your livery creating, and you were going into stuff like this. And it's funny because like I almost never use this. And now that you said you pressed triangle, you thought you had to do it that way. Um, it's more you taught me something, I taught you something because like I don't use it this way, and I basically didn't even know it was here. So that was teaching me something because I just always stretch, which I'm sure there's definitely some pluses to this, especially if I mean because you're getting all of your numbers exactly here. Although, wouldn't you technically those same numbers are kind of off to the right too, aren't they? But you can actually pick this, right? Yeah. I'll say this is probably helpful, and this just taught me and helped me, Sal. It's more exact. When I was complaining about I want something to be 90 degrees, this is how you solve that. So thank you, Sal. I taught you something, you taught me something because I never used this. I saw it was in there when you were doing your video, but I never thought about it this way. This is how you can turn something exactly 90. Because when you're looking at your degrees on the right, rotating, yeah, you get the precise rotation. Uh, yeah, because when you're looking at your degrees on the right over there, that's now behind chat, you can touch the the L2 R2 a teeny bit, and it'll move your decal, but the degree won't change, which means it is not exactly like I get so annoyed with that when I hit 90 sometimes. Like I am sitting there playing to get it exactly what I want, and it doesn't seem to match up, and I get so pissed. Why aren't you matching? Well, pressing triangle to put exactly 90 in is how you do it. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. So you're right. But that's what I wanted when I was in here and I wanted to flip something and I wanted 90. Yeah, and sometimes you do just have to play with it too, Jack. I mean, it depends on how you're working on your decals in the car. If your projection type is the surface, the angles aren't going to always matter precisely anyways, a little bit depending on the way the body flows. It's not always true. They will match up a lot of the times, but I think sometimes with the body, it's going to suck. But with the camera, you're always going with the camera. If you start at the left, it's going to line up. Yeah, that is true too. So I was just doing what you said. That's funny because that actually shows exactly the change when it's within a degree, but there's a change there. So I'm on 204 degrees right now, and if you watch that little box, um, did it move? God, I didn't watch it close enough. Forget it. I did see it move one time though. Oh, Jack, you asked about that. And look what happens. So you guys ask, and then I sit here and do a whole thing after I said, oh, maybe not. Yes, you can do fades on fades. Um, I've you can do fades under fades, fades to other fades. You just keep playing with it, really. Um, I did one on oh oh my gosh, Rowdy's PhD Rowdy on his Ferrari. It was I basically used fades to create a dusk sky. But yeah, you can change. No, Jack, it's fine. To be honest, I only want to run a a race or two, depending on how good or bad it goes on daily B, because I don't want to kill my DR. So this is fine, especially if people are chatting and actually getting something out of it. Yeah. Anyways, like um, Sal said in the background, that you can change how opaque it is. You can put fade like different colors behind to get fades. But you can do fades on fades on fades, really. Um, just depending on how you want to do it. But you can, if you want one to be more see through, and you can keep them exactly on top of each other or not. And Joe's going over stuff to you. But yeah. You definitely can. And just play. I would say, depending on what you want to do with fades, just keep playing with them. I'm not even an expert like on fades, especially using multiple on multiple. But I use them on a lot of liveries, at least one. Sometimes just as a background fade, but it's also because I tend to use a lot of, you know, Joe was saying he uses a lot of carbon body paint. I end up using a lot of like chrome stuff. For one, just because it pops and you can't get that color on decals. And so I use it as a base to work around because I can't choose it anywhere else. Um, but also just because I end up using the fades to kind of play with it and counteract and make things pop. Um, and you guys have seen in plenty of my own liveries. I like just choosing pick anything random. I like finding random patterns. I like picking random patterns and making it much more opaque. But because it's over chrome or something, you can throw it on there. Uh, and I do a lot of when I do chrome, do a lot of semi-glossy decals just because it'll pop different in the sun. But I'll keep that like underneath stuff, and then I'll layer over the top of it. Nothing like this. This is not creating something right now. This is just kind of putting decals on there and talking about it. But like on decals you have in your collection, Viking. So like the things you can do. We'll just use this Clark one. So this is the way you have to think about changing colors and decals. This is a box. This custom decal is it's a box right now. You no, this you can't change color. It's going to change it to a box. But like fade shapes, I mean, you can yeah, you change color. I mean, I have two different colors right here. So when you're in them, you just go to the little paint bucket, pick whatever color you want on your fade. If you want something that isn't, I use a lot of stuff that's in here because I'm not remaking a lot of cars that I want precise, exact colors that match a real life car. So most of the time, these colors will work for me. But I have gone, and you can, when it's up here, go into color picker, you have this whole you have all of this. Oh, the custom colors? No. Yeah, you can't use them on decals. Okay. Sorry, Viking. I was about to say, I'm like, I know you've changed colors on stuff. I don't think that's what he's asking, but yeah, V, this is see, this is the thing when you come to this stream and I almost never have a set plan of what I'm doing. This is what can happen. Yeah. And I didn't really thank you, Joe. I really didn't go over this in my Q&A one. Cuz it's kind of a pain. And so the first one I was kind of staying a little basic. Let's delete some stuff here. I actually have some in my collection. And so Viking, it will only you can do what Joe's saying. You can cheat with negative decals. There's only so many out there. So, by negative, it's ones that look like I don't know where I have them. They're in here somewhere. I was doing a whole negative theme. Of course, they're not at the top, so I'm going to actually have to scroll in. I have a whole, it's not a whole page, it's just, well, here. No, that's not a negative one. I don't know where it is. Here's one. I don't know where it is, Sal. Sal, my stuff is not as, it's not favorited and as organized as yours. All right? All right? We're out here for organization. I don't know where it is. So, Sal, that's typing. That's typing. Anyways, negative decals are basically this. You're getting an outline of your decal. It's just the negative, right? Your decal's on the inside. This is the negative of it. And you can find these by searching, but that's going to be the downfall. Like, they're not all out there that you want. So what I'll do if I want to do one that is a negative decal type one is I'll play around with these ones where I need my negatives set. And then I'll make other areas where I'm putting my other sponsors that I don't have negative. Like stuff I've created, I don't have negatives of. Like I don't have negatives of any of this stuff. Okay. But and then in those spots I just do other, a secondary color I've chosen on the livery. Yeah. Well, and so yeah, you can backfill. But like if you want that to be like your chrome gold, you can just leave it like that too. But yeah, you could, I mean, you could backfill just the the G and the T. You could leave the whole thing gold. Um, but like that will give you your gold look. But again, you're only going to have it of the negative decals you can find out there. Oops. Oops. Which one shows the best? In the sunlight, you're going to have your gold decal here and your black. And I use semi-gloss. You can do it even more to an even more effect and do matte decals if you want. So if you don't know, I talk about it a lot. Maybe I've never really pointed out. Your decal texture is right here. This is going to change all your decals, though. It's not like you can just pick or choose which decal is glossy, which is semi-glossy, or whatever. Now that black box is going to be there, just like it is right now. So that's the tricky part with negative decals. This box is huge, right? That's a big negative. Not all of them are as big as this, but when I use them, I have to then work around that box. Like I would make the rest of the parts near it probably black, unless I was doing some kind of fade or another decal over the top. But no, the box is going to be there. The box is what will make that look like. Just pretend this is the rest of the car is filled out. This decal is going to look like your gold special paint or red chrome special paint, whatever color it is. It'll look that color because there's no decal there, right? The decal is the box. Yeah, Wolf, it's a pain. And as for that, Jack, I don't have a best color. Just whatever I'm using, I guess. I don't know. Uh, I think more so with color depends on what I'm going for in a livery and like a sponsor. Because like most of my stuff ends up being later, Sal. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for adding in. I love when I do these. This wasn't even going to be a Q&A today, but I love when I get to these and you guys and Joe, you guys step in because you guys know just as much, if not more. We we all know different things. We all use things differently. So I really appreciate when you're here, to be honest, because you guys add plenty. So thanks for stopping in. Enjoy our warm Christmas. But yeah, Viking, it gets the this is your only workaround to really wanting this exact like gold or whatever your special color is, right? Which is a bummer and it's hard. I've done negative decal liveries or just put one or two liveries on that are negative decal. I don't use it a ton. Like I said, I use the chrome in my special paints as my accent to pop stuff. I was getting in this before Sal left. I've mentioned it a lot of times where I got to put a decal back on so you see it. Just in case. I know like Sal and Joe and a lot of people know, but I've talked about it a lot. I was getting in a detail texture. This changes all of your decal textures. You have your choice of glossy, which is going to be obviously shiny. It's not going to be your chromes, but it makes all of your decals you're placing shiny. Semi-glossy decals, I use that a lot over chrome, or I use glossy. Then there's matte to go even more as a contrast. You can see it's even more matted down. Or powder decals. I don't use powder a ton. It's an okay look. I don't know, just on race cars. I I tend not to use it much, but that's just my personal choice. But either matted or glossy, if you want the like want it to pop versus contrast on chrome, that will give you that look. And it doesn't have to. I make plenty of stuff with chrome and glossy. But just saying, if you're doing these underlayers of just random textures or something, it's totally random, but I just a lot of times like the difference in the way the sunlight will hit semi-glossy and chrome versus just glossy and chrome. But I mean, they both have their pluses and minuses. It just depends on your style. The more you make, the more you change. Yeah, exactly, Jack. And I do that a lot. But everybody I think gets into things they do a lot in their style. That's why I like when Luke and Marley were here before, and I was chatting about them even though I was kind of racing. I did one for them, and Marley sent me the Jaguar Silk Cut as just like an idea. He didn't say like copy it, and because I don't do a lot of remake, like that's not really my thing. That takes a talent all on its own, and I can do remakes, but like to have that precision and everything, and put a remake of say a NASCAR car on a 911. I could probably do it. It's not my thing, but it takes some like that's a skill on its own. But it's fun. They came to me with that, and I used that as my inspiration and got to where I got. It is probably 2 minutes from a race, if I'm looking right. So I might jump into one. Because if I miss that one, it's almost 2 o'clock my time, and I got to be done at 3. I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to go into it with my practice from however long ago. Come on. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 4:10, so we got plenty of time. Yeah, and what's funny, Jack? I just put that down. All right. I do want to try to run one. And I probably... Yeah, Joe. And, like, I've noticed that's kind of like your thing. And it's not like either of us can't really do other stuff, but it's like, at least for me, I only have so much time I dedicate to liveries that I end up going what is in my head easiest for me. But like I said, the Joe and Luke, or Marley and Luke thing I was getting at is I did enjoy doing that because it's kind of out of the comfort zone. And you learn things that way. And sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. I got plenty of liveries. I'm not like, guys, these are amazing. Check these out. The best thing I'm just like, those are okay. That didn't come out how I wanted it to. Yeah, I mean my stuff just started out as a lot of Jack Daniels stuff. Or Johnny Walker, not Jack Daniels. Did I say Jack Daniels? I meant Johnny Walker. I don't even drink Johnny that often, but it was just a fun concept to run black and gold. Yeah, no, Jack, I really don't have much for road car liveries. I don't have like any I shared, I don't think. I have a few liveries on road cars. They're not even shared. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Joe. Like, especially if you look at my early stuff that I actually shared in my gallery, it was very just clean. I wouldn't call anything overly difficult. I still wouldn't call a lot of my stuff overly difficult, to be honest. I know people who don't make liveries may think that's a crazy thought to say, that they're not difficult, but like I label most of my style as clean lines, normally not too busy. Like, I'd like doing race car style, so like, you know, sponsors go in there. I try to keep them looking clean even though there's sponsors on them. But yeah, so I think that's what also gravitated with the Johnny Walker. It's just clean, easy to work with. And then I started doing the Sugar Series stuff that was all candy related. Most of that I just took inspiration from. Half the time it was just their packaging. Like this 911. Go look at these gummy bear, the packaging they come in. It's basically what I had in mind. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for... Oh, that is... I feel like the first chat I've seen from you in here. Thanks for joining us, and I just killed that lap anyways, so... Purple and black. I can get down, with some purple and black. Alright, Viking. Yeah, I mentioned this throughout this stream, but like I love doing liveries. That's my thing. I'm probably better at liveries than driving. But like I really enjoy racing, like, so dedicating the time is always tough. Cause like if it's a good week of dailies, I want to race. You know, there's guys in the community that'll host lobbies, and like I want to get in lobbies sometimes, you know, so finding time to sit down and do a livery sometimes is also hard, which is also why a lot of my stuff, my Johnny Walker stuff, started just clean, right? Because clean was easy. Clean didn't take me forever. I can make clean lines. That's, I think, why I gravitated towards a lot of chrome stuff, because I could do clean lines. I could have the chrome be a pop color, you know, against some, you know, matte. And what I used to do is I just was creating, anytime a new daily came up with a new car I wanted to use, that's when I created a new Johnny Walker livery. And that's why they ended up all being just kind of clean lines and stuff. Because I was just trying to get them done so I could go in and run dailies in them. Joe is awesome, by the way. He has more than once helped me out on my not the patience, on my journey with my liveries and decals and yeah, I tend to be patient with the livery making, but it's just slotting what time I can do what. I definitely have plenty of time into the game, but there's so many different things I want to do. I have a ton of ideas. I still have to make stuff. I have other ideas for Papa. I have other ideas for McNaughty, Mullet, other people who've come into the stream, Joe, Big Joe. Sal and I have talked ideas back and forth before. I don't know how we'll ever make that work or not, but and Joe, you know, the part on top of that now I'm sure you felt before is like, and maybe you do this another time because it's not on PS5 that you're doing it, but I also got into where I wasted more time away from my PlayStation because I started learning Inkscape, and then it's fun doing your own decals. And maybe you said that in the chat and I didn't see the whole thing, but like I started having ideas to put in because I wanted to put them on liveries, and now I have a whole bunch of decals I've created myself, which are, you know, okay, they're not up to your level, but I want to use them now. Jimmy, Inkscape. It is a free program that can help you turn like logos you can find online, like Google them, into SVG format, so you can then put them into the game. Obviously, a lot of decals are already out there, so you can use what other people. Joe's got tons. Joe, before I ever knew who Joe Collins was, had a ton of space taken up in my collection of decals, and I had no idea. Arrow, what's up, man? Time to see me spin. Doesn't matter. I wasn't finishing that lap any better, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned to Joe, but Joe, I had a bunch of your stuff. I haven't used all of it, but I had a bunch of your stuff in my collection. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, that's Joe's. A bunch of, I still haven't made it. You want to talk about ideas that are backlogged in my head? There's more than I've wanted to do Office ones, but like I had a bunch of your Office decals in my collection way before I ever talked to you in Papa's chat, because I believe Papa's chat was the first chat I saw you. It's just, yeah, it's pretty crazy. All of a sudden I noticed your name. Oh, that's cool. I used to do like small model cars. I don't know what scale that is. I don't know what scale that counts as. And model rockets. I did model planes too. I really like doing model planes and model cars. Not RCs though, but. All right, we'll see how this goes. This is where I thought I was going to be. 9th, 10th. Well, let's not die. The middle of this pack can get real ugly early. I haven't seen too many people using this BMW at all, so that'll be interesting. The old GTR. All right, if I miss anything during this race, though, sorry. Probably my only daily of the day, and I want to concentrate not to die, and I might not catch it. So, oh, perfect timing, CC. Hopefully you didn't come back to watch me die. We're finishing up here. We got a daily. Might go open a couple of my gifts that I got sitting out there, so they're done with. But I'll have to wrap it up here soon because I got to go get my daughter after this from school. So, oh, you can chat all you want, Viking. It's fine. The chatting won't distract me on the side. Just if I miss responding, I swear I'm not ignoring you. Got no problem with the chatting. Just don't want anybody to think I'm not paying attention to them. Pinball effects. Guys are dying behind me. Thanks for the tap. I don't know if it was the tap or I always get a terrible exit from there. Even if it feels like if I roll into it nicely, it feels like I still get a bad exit. Just second gear feels so sluggish. Woo! Thought I died. A little wide. Just don't get the pen. Yeah, V, you rest that hand. Don't jump on this time. Like, I just... terrible. Like, they run away from me. That hairpin. Boy, that's gonna be a mess behind me. Just don't hit me when you guys mess each other up. I said don't hit me. Didn't realize I was still in third there. Not gonna be able to read that right now though, V. I appreciate the advice. I'll have to read it after for my next races. So I definitely want it. There's just only a couple spots that are really... I think lacking. The one that pisses me off the most is the hairpin. So I just watch losing time down the straight because of my exit, but broke way too late. That ain't gonna help. Dirty air! I'm gonna grab all of that advice going forward, B, and read it after this. There's one thing I can't do, it's read chat on this race. Just stays too congested to read it when they're long chats like that. But I ain't done racing this week, so I want all of that advice. Of course it's a Ford. Thing flies. You guys are gonna kill each other. Kill each other for good measure, huh? Maybe? So you're gonna have a second at the end of this? Yeah, it's just so... Gotta read whatever you said, Vero. Might help. I mean, I know they're gonna fly on the straight anyways, but like... I definitely don't get a jump. I've got to be slowing down too much there, or not even gonna get that 1 second now. It's alright. It wasn't a terrible race. Thanks, CC. All right, I'll have to go back and in TT and look at those things when I'm running V. Like if I just make a few changes, like I'd be up quicker. But I keep losing a ton of time on that back hairpin, and it feels more like it's my exit, but maybe it's the braking going in not letting me keep speed on my exit. But like it feels like I'm sluggish when leaving. Yeah, maybe that's it. Like I'm not getting on the apex quick enough on that hairpin. I'm just so scared to spin it out because like I'll be going in with 911s. Seems like I'm carrying speed down and into the apex well, but they take off. They must be getting on it before me, and I must just not being able to trust in it. I am a more avid user of the GTR and sometimes the Supra, so maybe that's what's partially in my head. I probably barely went down, but I thought I was going to stay somewhat in the middle. Well, if I had more time, I'd probably run another one. But I'm going to have to get the kiddo here quickly. So, yeah, I'll have to take it. I think I might jump back on tonight. I don't know if I'll stream or if I'll just stay offline and run tonight. Yeah, I think that might be what it mostly is, Vario. I'll have to get on it because that is definitely the hairpin's definitely the biggest time loss. There's other spots I can gain time, obviously, but that hairpin and that long straight is terrible. Jack, no, I'm just being festive. Um, Thank you guys so much all for jumping in. Yeah, Joe, maybe we'll see you out there. I might jump on tonight. Like I said, I might not. I'm undecided if I'll stream or not, but I'll probably run either way. Might just be offline or on my second alt account or rank up my alt account, I should say. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping in so much. Chatting's always great. The tips, it was fun going over. Hopefully, some helpful tips with you guys on some of the liveries too, and any likes you guys dropped, and it was awesome. So. Right. Hey, I start paying attention to who comes and goes. So, next time you show up, you might be there. So, all right. I will catch you guys later. I'll probably catch you in somebody else's stream or your own stream if you stream. So, take care. Peace.